What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not another
Another
damn
damn
podcast.
podcast.
Presented by
Our damn selves.
297.
297.
Yeah,
Yes.
297 up in here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good as we record this. Before we get started, some thoughts and prayers go out to Lindoria, the lady's her aunt Fanny. Like she had an incident. So yeah, get well soon,
Oh,
Fanny. Hey, she yeah. So just had to put that out there, show some love to Aunt Fanny. Yeah.
okay.
She's doing better now, but yeah, she had a scare. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a party we went to, and she had a little scare there. But she
Mm.
they did some tests on her, and they figuring out what's going on. But yeah,
Yeah.
well, soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Just take it easy and love on your people. How far I say love on your people, love on your people.
Also, much love's going out to our mom, so she's been having some procedures. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. But our mom, she's like, I can't wait till I hit new. Like, okay, mama, calm down. I'm like, just chill. Take a chill pill. Like you'll be all right. You just need to cool out for a while.
Sit still for a minute. Yeah.
But I want to be able to do da da. You will be able to do da da this. You will be able to, but you need to just chill out and
Super
use that time to
independent.
just
Don't like
rest.
people doing stuff for her. Super.
She did.
People wonder where I get that from. It's like she don't like people doing stuff for her. Wonder where I got it from. That's who I got it from.
I'm I'm a little like that too, and I'm starting to
Exactly like that.
learn how to. I'm learning to have to
A lot of unlearning I got to do to learn how to accept.
release. I've started to release stuff because Marcus told me, I said, Marcus said, I can do stuff. I can do this. I can do that. You're not by yourself. You can let me do
Sound,
things.
sound like sound like the lady. Babe be telling me that all the time. Yeah. You don't gotta do
You got this.
everything. It's like, yeah, I've just been always used to doing everything.
But when
Trying to unlearn that bullshit. That's what
you're strong, you're independent, and you're used to everybody come to you because you're used to Mr. or Miss Fix It. You're used to being that person. It's hard to relinquish that. It's really hard to like just.
mm.
It's really hard. It is. So for people out there, don't come down hard on us. People who need to just let go sometimes. Please don't come down hard on us. Work with us. And for people like us, learn that you have a village. You have a village to help you. Learn that.
You ain't gotta
So
do
just
everything. Yeah. You're a team. You're not a solo. Speaking of solos that were part of a team, let's go right into that. Then segues. We not new at this. Guess who's coming to town? As the yeah, the
that's how I'm
whole
doing it.
the whole world is going crazy. I've lost their collective shit. It's like, yeah, the Renaissance tour is coming, kicking off May of 2023. Yeah, so yeah, so there
The
that is.
world tour.
Renaissance World Tour, starring, of course, Beyonce. Yeah, so Beyonce, like I said, was part of Destiny's Child, broke out a solo. Yeah, so there it is. Like, yeah, of course, like the whole Beehive is going nuts. Like I looked at Ticketmaster, all I wanted to talk about the ticket prices. They don't go on sale till Monday.
Yeah,
There's
those
a
weren't real.
there's a whole process. Yeah.
Those weren't real. So while you people are getting your pays in a bunch, those weren't real prices.
Yeah, they're
Like
not even out yet. They'll
who would
be
pay
out.
$7,000 for a ticket? Like that's ridiculous.
Ticketmaster. We gonna
That's
talk about
ridiculous.
them. Yeah,
Who would pay seven
Ticketmaster
thousand
is
dollars for a ticket?
it be some questionable bullshit that be going on with them. I don't know about $70,000 worth, but it'd be like Ticketmaster do get your ass. They
Oh
some
yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. Like I went to Disney on Ice and I just went to the box office and bought my tickets because after I saw that the processing fee was going to charge me like $20 extra per ticket, I was like, y'all can keep that. I was like, y'all can keep that. I'm not paying an extra $20 processing fee on each ticket. I'm not doing that. But yes, Miss
countdown clock. I'm
Beyonce.
looking at it. They go at 2 p.m.
Hard.
Central Time on Monday. So So it is like the old school way where back in the day, like you would stand in line, like Otto on the tax day. He was like, "Yeah, I thought this was Metallica tickets, man. Yeah, he used to stand in line like that, like to get concert tickets. She was
Wasn't
spend the night outside the night before,
who
like
was it that had the box office?
who was
Wasn't it Carson Perry Scar? Somebody that had like a box office in their thing?
or it was either Carson's or Marshall Fields. It might have
I
been
think it
Carson.
was Carson. I think Carson had a box
I
office
know because
inside their
I used to
thing.
go. Yeah, well, that was Ticketmaster. That's what that was. Yeah, that was when you had to go to Ticketmaster. See, we old
Yeah,
Ticketmaster
Plaza.
wasn't a website. You had to actually go to your local Ticketmaster spot. Hey, we remember
Right.
that shit. And the ones closest to us was like Carson Perry Scott in Evergreen
In the
Plaza.
plaza, yeah, in the
Like,
plaza back in the
hop on
day.
the
Yeah, that's what
95 bus westbound. It's like head on over
yep.
there. Yeah. That's what we used to do. Yeah. To get my tickets,
Mhm.
whether it's concert or wrestling or whatever.
WrestleMania.
I don't think they had they didn't
Not WrestleMania, what Royal Rumble or
yeah,
something.
just I did get SummerSlam and Survivor.
SummerSlam or something. Yeah, one
I
of those
did get
wrestling
those. Yeah,
things.
I didn't get WrestleMania tickets, so I was plugged. Like, when I was the Oz man, I got free WrestleMania tickets. But that's but I never bought WrestleMania tickets. But
But yeah, so Beyonce,
yeah,
like said
tickets
she
go on
goes on
sale
sale.
Monday 2 p.m. Like I said, they do have it's like a queue, a queue you got to get in. It's like
Yeah.
getting in line. Yeah, just luckily me read these instructions. Like for those interested in buying, which I'm not. Like, sorry, Beehive. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Like, oh,
Somebody gifts me some, yeah, I'll be there. But yeah, nah, bro. Said arrive 10 minutes early to complete these steps and you should be ready to go before the sale begins. Sign into your account to advance speed up sign into your account in advance to speed up your purchase late. Check that your payment info is current to see that you can breeze through checkout. So that's just make sure that your credit card is not expired and sign in.
yeah.
That's the crazy. It said event details can vary. Check for important details like ticket limits before the sale. Just tap more info next to the event, top of the page. So that's really all they got then, right? It's
Mhm.
like a little instruction saying get there on a certain time.
And then I saw like a thing, a screenshot of like because I think it already went in the UK. I want to say, the
Yeah, because
prices
it's a bunch
already
of
hit
shows.
there.
Yeah, like it's I'm gonna pull up the list of
And I
dates.
saw like a preview screenshot of like what the tickets are. So like I said, those initial prices we were showing like those ridiculously where it was like mortgage payments for like a half a year. Those weren't real. But it's like it basically like obviously the average going price for a ticket nowadays to get in the building, you're gonna spend close to like $200 just to get in the building. That's just pretty much standard in most.
Depends on
I'm talking about for artists of that caliber.
Beyonce
For
$200.
artists of that caliber, you're gonna be paid like that. So like the prices I
should,
saw were so
well, should we log on to Monday at 2 p.m.? Just I'm curious.
it's just like, hey, why not?
Just to see.
Why not?
It's like the Nike sneakers. I feel like I'm buying Jordan. You got to
Why the hell
get
not?
like this Jordan's app. Yeah, we got to get in. And then when you don't hit and all of that, yeah, I've hit before. Yeah, so yeah, because I don't pay more than retail for my J's. Yeah, so
Mhm.
sorry, you stock X and all. I don't do that shit. If I don't get it retail, I
Looking at
ain't
the
buying
prices
it.
though, it looked like the prices were between like 2 and like 455, like somewhere in that range. If like you could for like stuff like, but obviously if you want to sit like front row, then okay,
I'll
you're
say
going to
yeah, it's gonna be
spend
way
thousands.
higher than that. You're gonna spend like
You
probably
could spend the thousands,
yeah,
obviously.
two, 3 grand for like floor seats, probably. So.
Like for the Jad Jackson, because I looked at the Jad Jackson thing, like the Jad Jackson front row is like $4,000 for like front row.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's Jad Jackson. I said, so front row, you're going to spend thousands of dollars. But if you want to get like, not nosebleeds, but like you're like in the mezzanine area, I
300,
can
goddamn
see
300.
you're going to spend some money. You're going to spend, like, I mean, this is just where we are now in life. Think about, we went through a pandemic. Artists weren't able to tour for like a year and a half, 2 years. They recouping their money that they lost over these last several years. So
Typically with this stuff, like the tickets that sell out fast are the two extremes. It's like the nosebleeds because like people just want to be there and shit. And then
right,
the premium seats sell out quick too because people know that those are going. You're not gonna hold those for long. Like
right.
you're gonna get your money for those. Like yeah, people will
Mhm.
buy up. Yeah, if they buying them for like $2,000, they get more than that on the secondary market. They know they're gonna get their money back. Yeah. So those like so typically if you don't get yours, well, this Beyonce is probably gonna sell out first day. I'm gonna say if you don't get yours first day and shit like on a regular concert, not Beyonce, then like that's all then you're gonna get like that next level. Like you get the mezzanine, like the club level, like yeah, some 100. You can find like seats like that is like, but
Yeah.
you want floor seats or nosebleed, like probably like those are the first to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
People that just want to be in the building, they're gonna buy up all the nosebleeds like within 10 minutes, those are gonna be gone and shit. Yeah. So, yeah. And then the premium ones, like either people that actually buy them because they such super fans, or like the resellers are gonna buy up, or yeah, yeah. Yes, that's what they called them back in the day, scalpers. The resellers is like the term now, but it's the same shit. It's like resellers is like it's what they called scalpers back in my day. They called them scalpers. But yeah, the resellers are gonna buy up those ones.
And my thing is, I'm tired. Like I'm getting sick of like, okay, like when you saw the first meme about like about the egg thing in Beyonce, it's like okay, but then after like 10,000 people share that same thing, it's like okay, like the same joke is being recycled over and over and over.
Oh, the
like,
eggs because
y'all was complaining about eggs last week, and now you got money to buy Beyonce tickets. Like it was funny, like the first person who posted it, but then it's like after you see the same joke recycled 10,000 times, it's like okay,
it really it's not that funny.
You know what I mean? Like it was like okay, it was like a little like haha, like it was like it was like that, you know. But
one is like I won't even say eggs are a necessity and shit. Yeah, one is a want. One is something that you want, and one is something that you kind of want. I don't know. Yeah, I would say one is you need, but like yeah, who nobody needs eggs at the end of the day. Like, but you get what I'm saying. It's like one is a need, one is a want. It's like it's two different things. Yeah. So, and it wasn't funny and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But people are going in about that. But my whole thing is
everybody has somebody they like. Like you might like people say that don't like Beyonce, but if it's somebody you actually like, and say if you like basketball or whatever you like and shit, or you like your favorite rapper and shit, or whoever.
Yeah.
Or
my thing is
like yeah, which is also coming up, whoever it is.
Thing is at the end of the day, it's like you can't like I always lead with this. You
tickets
can't
to the
tell...
Mike Tyson fight, you know, Tyson and he's like 60, but you know, I'm getting like you have fight tickets and shit. Whatever your vice is, like it's gonna be something that you gonna spend.
But at the end of the day, you can't tell grown people how to spend their money. That's just what it boils down to. You cannot tell grown people how
like Michael Jackson tickets. Like yeah, like people might have thought you were dumb for buying that. It's like that's why I don't.
You can't tell grown people what to do with their money.
Very popular. Yeah, duh.
You can't. You just can't do that. Now, here's an amendment to my statement. You can't tell grown people what to do with their money. However, if said grown person, after they pay all this money and go and buy floor seats to see Beyonce, and then said grown person asks you to help them with their rent, then you can roast the shit out of them.
Then that's when you can mention all of this. Tell Beyonce to pay your rent. Then you can do all of those jokes. Then
you can do that. Then you can roast the shit out of them. But if somebody is like my rent's paid, my so-and-so paid.
Your rent's due, motherfucker. Yeah, don't be pulling that don't be pulling out Bob Beyonce's ticket shit. You conscious.
You conscious. Then you can roast them. But if somebody is like paying all their bills, they're taking care of their business and everything, they're responsible with their money, you can't say anything to them. Everybody has a vice. Like you said, everybody has it. Your vice may be alcohol. Your vice may be marijuana.
Yeah, it might not be live entertainment. It might
your vice might be like gambling. You might like the casinos.
Yeah, it might not necessarily be live entertainment.
What's another vice? You might like strippers.
Well, that's another form of live entertainment.
You might like that.
Yeah, entertainment
might not be
like I said, like everybody doesn't like concerts and everybody doesn't like Beyonce. It's like I get that. It's like like yours might be something else. Like I said, it might be
whatever your vice is.
Other artist that you think is like the GOAT. Like Sade might be a GOAT or whoever. It's like or like I said, I'm trying to think of living artists. I keep saying Michael Jackson or somebody, but you get what I'm saying.
Anita Baker is a good one.
There's gonna be some artists that you're gonna be a stand over.
Anita Baker is one. That's true.
There's gonna be some artists that you're a stand over and shit. Yeah, that you would pay like these prices for, and somebody would call you dumb and shit, and then you're gonna be in your feelings. Yeah.
He's mad. But yeah, you can't tell grown people what to do. And then when people like try to, and then we get it, like people 9 times out of 10, when people respond back, they're trolling you because they want to get a response from
Oh,
you. So if you say,
verified fans. Okay, I don't know what this is. Go ahead.
so if you say to somebody like, you know, like that's so and so, all the way, so and so. Shoot, I'll give my kidney to go see Beyonce. Nobody's giving their kidney. They're trolling you at this point. So don't get so agitated and worked up when someone says that they're
No,
gonna.
those are just jokes and shit. People just
So I
say
said they're trolling you. But people get so mad, like they actually
that
get in their feelings. They get
you're
super
actually
mad
gonna give
about
a
that.
kidney to see this woman sing. It's like, yeah,
Where people, hell, I get my firstborn to see that, like people like, they're trolling you. Like, stop taking this so like people are trolling you and you're falling for it every single time. You're buying you're falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. You're falling for it every single time. And then people, like I said, once people see that they got you angered, then they really delve in even further just to
yeah,
further the
that's how
bullshit,
the internet
to
works. Like
further
once
it.
they get you riled up, it's like then they double down. It's like, yeah, oh, you mad now?
Okay, I was waiting for somebody who don't even give a fuck about you, who don't even know that you exist.
Ah,
Yeah,
you mad now?
show am, and
Yeah,
they
man. I'll be
and
front and
now
center.
you super mad now over what?
Yeah. Mhm.
Why are you so mad? Why?
9 times out of 10, this person's probably not even going to the concert. They just fucking with you.
Thank you.
That's like,
Thank you. Now your day is ruined. You was
you
now
actually want
you
to go fight
upset.
this, fight a nigga you don't know on the internet and shit. It's like,
Now your pressure done raised up and you gotta go to the doctor now and get on pills and over what?
risk
Over what?
giving yourself a stroke over some bullshit. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why I stopped getting worked up over sports because I had a moment like that. It's when
Thank
LeBron was
you.
with the Heat and shit. Like you
Yeah,
remember
I
my?
remember.
It's when they won their first champ. Well, he won his first championship. He didn't win those things. Well, LeBron got his first championship. Yeah, which was
And you were
2012.
mad. Yeah, I did.
Same
Yeah.
year, because same year Rose got hurt. So
Rose got towards ACL, right?
like, yeah, don't. I did one of my pro Bulls rants. Like, yeah, you wouldn't even be there. Rose is healthy. Bulls, all of this. All the
Yeah, all
bullshit.
that extraness. Yeah.
And then somebody just hopped in my comments and said just a few words that snapped me out of it. So I'm like a decade plus free off of acting like that. He said, "Dude, chill out. It's just a game." It's like I was like, "You're right. What the fuck? I'm getting worked up over this bullshit for." It's like it just hit me. That's all it took. Yeah. Because he was like one of those dudes that went hard like that. He went the opposite route. He didn't double down. Yeah, because he was like one of the LeBron guy. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, like when the Bulls lost the previous year. Told you the Bulls couldn't beat Brian and them. He was like that dude. So then when I went on my rant the following year about the fuck that the championship don't count. It's like, yeah, it's a lockout year. D Rose is hurt. Well, there's no such thing as asterisk championships because shit happens every year and shit. It's like, yeah.
But that's part of the game. You gotta play through adversity.
And it's
You
a
have
video, as a YouTube
you gotta
video
play
out
through
here. What
adversity.
dude found a way to put an asterisk next to every NBA champion
Yeah.
from 46 to current. But every single one is like you could bring an excuse up. Like all the Bill Russell ones, he said, yeah, it was only like 8 teams in the NBA then, so we could throw all of those out. He had like an excuse for every championship.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
All of the Bulls ones too was like, yeah,
yeah, you can look and see because what team like you're playing. First of all, a basketball season is 82 games, and then you're playing playoff games. That's a lot of freaking basketball. That's a lot. So, what team has 0 injuries the whole year? 0 injuries in the playoffs. Everybody is 100% healthy. you just I haven't seen a
no
season
such
where
thing as
like it was
asterisk
100%
championships
healthy.
to me. Yeah.
You just don't because injuries are part of the game, but you play through the injuries.
Because they talking about the Bulls' first one, which I remember. I remember that championship. It's like, yeah, you say you beat the Showtime, but did you really read them? Pat Riley wasn't coaching that team. Kareem was retired. Worthy was hurt. Byron Scott was hurt. Really was an old ass Magic. It's like you can put an asterisk next to every team. Then 93 is like, yeah, John Paxson hit that shot. It's like every one you could put an asterisk if we play that game. The Rockets one, obviously, yeah, no Jordan. So throw those. I was like, yeah. It's like,
yeah, you can't get so you just can't get so worked up over stuff like
98
so.
was the push off. It's like, yeah, it's all kinds of, you can put an asterisk next to everyone what the guy was playing. Yeah.
You can't get so worked up over that. You just can't. You gotta let things go. Just
yeah.
If people want to go and pay thousands of dollars to see Beyonce, let them pay their thousands of dollars if they want to pay thousands of dollars
Their
to see
money
Beyonce.
and shit, yeah.
It's not hurting nobody. Now, if they ask you to borrow money for their car note after they bought those tickets, by all means, roast the shit out of them. I'll give you permission. That's why I say by all
then
means.
you can bring up tell Beyonce to pay your car note. Then you can.
That's when you save that. That's when you save that, like the ace, like the big joker, to post it on your forehead. That's when you do that. That's when you save your big joker right there. You save that right there for that moment.
You might be a comedy fan and you don't spend your money to see like Chappelle or somebody. It's like, yeah, like everybody has somebody they into. Like comedy might be a thing. It's like
everybody has a vice. Everybody does. So
you're gonna spend
people
gonna spend your 1,500 or 2,000 to see Dave Chappelle or whatever. Like everybody has something they into.
How people pick and choose to spend their money is their business.
For those that are interested, like I said, July 20. Yeah, I lost it. Yeah,
22nd.
July 22nd and 23rd. It's 2 shows. Yeah.
Oh, they add another show. Okay.
Yeah. You know, that first show was going to sell out in 5 minutes. So they added a second show. I wanted to make sure it's like the not the day before, but
and it is a Soldier Field. So obviously, because it's Beyonce, so she can sell out Soldier Field.
For those of you that don't get Chicago tickets but don't mind taking a little road trip, you have July 26th in Detroit at Ford Field. Also in Minneapolis at the Huntington Bank Stadium on July 20th. So yeah, if you don't mind traveling a little bit, you might get hit. You might hit on those options. If you don't hit in Chicago, yeah, you got Detroit on the 26th. You got Minneapolis on the 20th. So there you go. That's the closest ones. There's like a whole lot of other cities, of course. Yeah. Yep. So there it is. Yeah. I'm just looking at other dates. Yeah. See what's like within driving distance to like folks.
Chicago. For our Chicago listeners,
our Chicago. So even though we got
excluding others.
You know, we got listeners everywhere, including Dublin,
Ireland.
Let's see if like they got a show in Ireland. You got European shows like Paris, you got the UK, Cardiff, and Stockholm is like London is like it shows like all over. Barcelona shows all over the world. Yeah. Amsterdam it shows in. It's like it's a world tour, like she said. But I was like, I won't say today years old, but recently, like within the last couple of years, I found that Michael Jackson's last American tour was the Bad Tour. I didn't know that. Yeah. Michael Jackson was strictly overseas after Bad. Like he had a few exceptions. Super Bowl in '93, and then the MSG shows in 2001.
Yeah,
like, his 30th anniversary. So like that's his only American appearances. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't. So yeah, if you missed out after the Bad Tour, you didn't see Mike in America. Yeah, he just went like strictly overseas. Like he didn't do anymore. Even This Is It was going to be like overseas. There was no American shows on that. So yeah. Yeah, I think the This Is It tour, I think, was all European, like all of the dates on that one. So I wonder what the rationale with that, because the motherfuckers love Mike in America. I wonder why he didn't tour in America. And I know it Bad sold. I know it wasn't because of low ticket sales. I know that shit was like, because that was him at the height of his probably like that Thriller Bad era. Mike was on top of the world during that era. So
most definitely.
So I wonder why that was. Why Michael Jackson's last.
It said I saw a posting that said that they was like the Victory Tour tickets was $30 back in 1984. People was like $30. I was like, but you have to 1984.
That's 40 years ago.
That was a lot of money in 1984. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Probably and that's probably like just to get in. It's like probably the premium tickets probably like 50, 60. Like ooh, yeah, like that. Yeah, premium tickets. Let's say.
Remember, like in 1997, I got floor seats for like $45 floor seats for a concert in 1997. So
premium,
you can think about it.
Probably about $50, I'll say. Yeah.
That mindset, you gotta think about that. This is a long time ago. $30 was a lot of money for a ticket in 1984. Which $30 is nothing now for a ticket in today's economy. But good luck to
I'm still salty about not being able to go to the Victory Tour.
Okay, Bravo Moons. Sorry.
I was a shorty and Mike. I found that video recently. Yeah. I thought it was like on a news clip, but it was like one of those shows, those after shows after the news that And they
Yeah.
got live footage from the victory tour, like Michael Jackson's tour. Yeah, we got the footage for those like Oz that didn't make it. Yeah, I heard my name. Hey, we got and they showed Human Nature. Like I was like, oh, this is the video that I've been having. I've been having memories about all these years. Like this was it. This is it. Pun intended. I found it.
But good luck to you,
I
to the
did see
people
Mike
who
at the
are.
awards though, so yeah, that's the closest I was gonna get because so he did kind of perform at that. He danced around a little bit. Mike was gonna do
Yeah,
a
he
little
danced with James. So yeah.
James. So I did see Mike perform on American soil in person. I can say that. There we go, and I didn't pay for it. So.
Good luck to everybody in the Renaissance queue. So
If you don't
good
get
luck.
tickets, don't let it break your soul. Just
Yeah. Don't let it break your soul. Yeah.
just cup it up. I'm just saying.
Don't quit your
My
job.
bad. My bad.
Don't quit your job because you need your money. Don't quit your job.
Cuff it up. Don't let it break your soul. You gonna break my soul.
Because if it's in a constellation, you know that this tour is filmed heavily, so it'll probably be on like HBO Max or something.
Or
So
Netflix. Remember, like Beachella was on Netflix. It's on
yeah,
yeah,
it'll
it's
be on one of the streaming
yeah.
services. And
You'll
just
see.
borrow someone's password. Be nice to your people and borrow their passwords.
I did find a victory tour, a bootleg video of it. I found one on
Be
YouTube.
real
So
nice.
yeah, I did. So I have seen the victory tour. I found a video. It was an upload, a grainy upload, but it's better than nothing. It's like it's probably.
I just say be very nice to your people. Don't get haughty and just be nice and say, "Hey, big kid, can I borrow that passcode, that password, real quick?"
Say what's your password? There we go.
Like, "Hey, big kid, pick it up the password. Did you see that Netflix
Oh
they
yeah, they
recant their
cracking down
statement?"
on that shit. They figured it out because they were trying to find the software. They said they think they have it now. Where like it was if you log on outside of your home system, it won't. Yeah, it's like some kind of algorithm. They figured it out. I don't know if algorithm is the right word, but like the software, they figured it out because that's what they've been trying to figure out for years. How do we cut down on this password shit? So now
But they recant now because they said, "Oh, this is to apply for U.S. users." They recant that statement. No, that
I
messed
think
me
that I
up.
think it's in the beta stage, so they're trying it out overseas. They're gonna bring that shit. That
Because what they saw was that, okay, Netflix, you want to do that? You're not the only kid on the block. We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. You ain't the only one on the block, so we'll just cancel our shit and go somewhere else. Like, even though people are sharing password, Netflix is still making a shit ton of money every year. They still making a lot of freaking money. So it's like you could be making a little bit more, but I mean, you making a lot. You're making money hand over fist. So people are still getting their Netflix subscription. So if people share a couple of passwords outside of their home, big deal. Not that bad. I mean, like share like with 10 people, okay, that's excessive. But share with like one or two people, it's like, okay, it is what it is.
Okay, since I mentioned the NBA and basketball a little bit, the NBA All-Star reserves have been revealed.
I saw, yay.
Good news for a guy that we were talking about.
Yes.
I'm trying to pull up the damn list, so bear with me.
I think I was maybe spot on with that.
My iPad is being a little bit, so I'm trying to pull it up again.
I was kind of spot on with that. So I was happy about that. My prediction for our guy came true.
Yeah. So we can bleep that. It was DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan, because I kept on saying, I'm like, there's others ahead. I was like,
this competition. That's like, and pretty much the guys made it that I said too.
Mm-hmm. I was like, it is competition. I said, but he is like hitting milestones this year. Like he hit 20,000 points. He hit 1,000 games. So like, he's hitting his milestone moment. So, and coaches take notice of things like that. Like it's about looking at like the whole play of a player. Like you want to look at what they're accomplishing.
Okay, let's pull up the Western Conference All-Star. I was trying to find a little graphic like I had last time, but fuck it, we just I'm trying. I want to be fancy and shit, but
you fancy, huh?
I can't find it. Right?
We're gonna be basic Betty's. It's okay.
Yeah.
Basic Betty. It is.
Starting out west, yeah.
Mhm.
Paul George, the Clippers. SGA from OKC. Jaren Jackson Jr. from Memphis.
Okay.
Also, Ja Morant from Memphis. So Grizzlies got 2 All-Stars. Yeah.
Nice.
Dame Dollar from
Dave
Portland.
Dollar.
Lauri Markkanen, first
Roy
time
Marketing. He
All-Star.
been balling out.
First timer.
Roy been balling.
And Domantas Sabonis from the Sacramento Kings. Yeah. So
Going on to that Sabonis legacy. Legacy right there.
That's your. I was just talking about Arvydas Sabonis before we started recording this.
Yeah, that's his.
Like the '95 draft class was so weird. Like I was just talking about.
That's Pops.
Yeah.
Pops.
And to the East, my brother. In addition to DeMar DeRozan repping the Bulls, you got Bam Adebayo with Miami. Jaylen Brown, who I definitely said was making it. I said like Jaylen was making it. Embiid, we knew.
Embiid, of course, yeah.
We'll come back to the next one. Drew Holiday from the Bucks. Yeah, another guy I knew would make it. And Julius Randle.
Julius Randle.
And the guy that made it that surprised me, that's because it was down to these two guys. I said Tyrese Halliburton or James Harden. They went with the youth instead of Harden. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though Philadelphia is number 2 in the East, like the last time I looked, yeah. But they said let's get a young boy a chance. So Tyrese Halliburton, yeah, first time All-Star.
He's been balling out, so yeah.
He's the future of the Pacers. That was a great. So both sides kind of won that trade because the Pacers got Tyrese Halliburton in the Sabonis trade, yeah. And now both of them are All-Stars.
Both of them are All-Stars, so no one lost.
Because at the time, people thought that some people thought the one side or the other won, but like both guys, because people like with Sabonis, like he's already established, and then some people like, but Halliburton is the future. But both guys made All-Stars, so like both teams kind of won the trade.
Both teams won.
Yeah. So there you go. There's our Eastern and Western Conference All-Star.
Not so surprisingly, because I saw the statement that Zach LaVine said about because people were trying to see if he felt a type of way. Zach LaVine was like this. He was like Zach said the first month of the season, I did not play like an All-Star. He was blunt. He said, I did not play like an All-Star the first month of the season. I did not. So he was blunt about it, but he's turned a corner. Like he is playing a lot better than he was. Because like that first month, I think maybe it may have been mental with him because he was coming off of like his surgery. And sometimes when you're coming off of a surgery, you're kind of, you know what I mean? You're going to be very passive because he wasn't even driving the lane, except that he normally does, like drive the lane, do things like that. His explosiveness, he just wasn't doing it. Like he was being very passive. Like he didn't trust his leg. He was being super passive.
I think Zach is good. I think after Zach signed his max contract, he's like, I'm good. I don't care. So,
he was being super passive.
The guy is upset.
But now he's looking more like how the player that he was paid to be. Like he's looking, he's dropping he's averaging like 24 a game now. So he's looking more like himself. Because it's like they gave you a lot of freaking money. Like you gotta have like the stats behind it. Like he dropped in the Bulls victory over Portland. He dropped like 30 plus. He dropped in the 30s. Like he dropped it. He was in there killing. But he was like, yeah, the first month I didn't play like an All-Star. He admitted. He was like, no, I didn't.
Glad DeRozan made it because I was worried that it's a chance he doesn't because the Bulls haven't been that good this year.
Yeah, they've been.
There's other teams that are better, like I said, like that have guards too. It's like Drew Holiday with the Bucks who also made it. Like Harden who didn't make it. I said Halliburton is an interesting case. I said because Indiana and the Bulls are about the same level. But Halliburton been balling out, like I said.
The thing I say about the Bulls, they've been consistently inconsistent. That's what I say about them. They've been consistently inconsistent. That's the best phrase I can use to describe what this season has been. Because they're like, oh yeah, you beat Boston twice, okay? You beat Miami, you beat good teams, and then you lose to Houston. It's like what? Like you beat these good teams, and then you lose to these not so good teams. So I don't know. I don't get it. Or they lost like a lot to Minnesota and Cat didn't even play. Like you do things like that, and it's like what are y'all doing? Like what's going on? What is this?
Shout out Playoff P. Man.
Playoff P.
Shout out to Playoff P.
Yeah.
Won't let y'all doubt playoff P and shit.
But for any player that did feel like they got snubbed, like use that as your motivation. Like if you did get snubbed, okay, I'm gonna be an all-star next year. Okay,
I
let me
wonder
show you.
who are the biggest snubs. I know Harden he's probably
Let me
feeling
show y'all something. Let me show you. That's how you have to do it. Can't let your feelings get the best of you and be like, you didn't pick me. It's like, okay. It's a small roster. Only a certain number of people are going to get picked. Everybody can't get picked.
So 24 guys in total, 12 and 12.
Yeah.
Unless you have an injury replacement, like pretty much it's like that's it. It's less than 25 guys that don't get chosen.
And unless you delivered early on.
Yeah.
But congrats. I'm looking forward to the All-Star game, which is the following weekend after the Super Bowl, because
after the Super Bowl. But February is always loaded. Like Grammy weekend was this weekend, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Grammys.
Super Bowl weekend. We're gonna talk about the Grammys. Well, we're not gonna talk about the Grammys. We're gonna talk about what's we haven't
the
seen
leading up to it. The leading up to the
we haven't
Grammys.
seen the Grammys. Like we're gonna talk about
And then it's Super Bowl, and then it's All-Star.
weekend. February is always pretty loaded. Yeah.
And then they usually cap off like beginning of March with like the Oscars, like to like end.
It fluctuates. Sometimes it's February, sometimes it's March. Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
Image
So that's usually what ends like the whole award, the whole like celebratory.
Oscars is usually the end of awards. Like Golden Globes kicks it off. Oscars usually
ends it.
What I consider award season. Even though it's other award shows, that's award season to me. Golden Globes always like the beginning of January. Oscars are like March or April. Like it's always like that's like award season in my opinion. Like even though you got BET in June, but like that's kind of separate from that award season.
Yeah, it is.
All that shit is going on, like right to get back to back.
Every weekend is something different. Every weekend,
like Image Awards, they used to be in February, but February is kind of loaded because it makes sense for them to have the Black show and
during Black History Month.
Like if it's nothing that last weekend, that would have been a good week to put the Image Award to. Like the NAACP Image would have been a good place to put it. The Image Award. But what was I going to say about? Well, we won't talk about the Grammys since obviously the Grammys will be old news by the time this podcast is released. But we will talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The nominees have been announced. You know what the first name I'm gonna say is?
A Tribe Called Quest.
Of course.
Well, it's alphabetical if you go because it's a Tribe Called Quest. So
even if it wasn't alphabetical, I'm going to say Tribe Called Quest first. God damn it!
For me, it is alphabetical. I'm saying for these purposes, it is alphabetical, but for Oz, it's his personal favorite.
Midnight Marauders is.
We on the award tour with my man.
Q-Tip, Phife Dawg, Ali Shaheed Muhammad. Well, the late Phife Dawg, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, and Jerobi White. Shout out to them. Will Jerobi get in? Because he was barely with the group. Put him in, goddamn it. Yeah,
right,
put him in.
Phife isn't here to see. That's just like, that Phife isn't here. Boy, yeah.
Jerobi left early. I put all of them in. That's just me personally. So, and also, George Michael, he's nominated. Cyndi Lauper.
Girls, they want to have fun.
Time after time.
Oh, girls just want to have fun.
The weed man, Willie Nelson. Was something to smoking that weed because, like,
he's like 1,000 years old.
He gotta be 100, man.
He's like 1,000 at this point. Which because like 1,002, Cheech and Chong, they're like 1,000 years old.
Ferris. Oh. Shout out DJ Ferris, the homie. Love you, bro.
But Willie Nelson, he has it like he still looks the same. It's like I don't.
He did like 40 years ago to be pretty.
He doesn't age like 50 years. But he always just looks 75. I mean,
maybe he just always looked old and shit. Like
he has that Morgan Freeman where he always looked old.
Morgan Freeman. Or like Mean Gene and shit. Like, can you picture like a teenage Mean Gene? Like Mean Gene
No, he
always looked
always looked
to
old.
me and shit. Yeah.
He was always
Even
60 to
though he was
me.
like 35, like when I started watching wrestling,
Yeah.
Mean Gene always looked 60 to me.
He always looked 60 to me all the time.
Certain cats always looked old and shit. Cheryl Crow was. I'm just gonna read the names that I know. The ones I don't care about.
Mhm.
The Spinners, yeah. The Rubber Band Man. Oh, y'all prepare yourself for the Rubber Band Man. That's all the sound like the Rubber Band Man. Yeah, I think of Stripes when I hear that movie when they went to the little. They went to the strip club. They were playing the Rubber Band Man with Stripes. Iron Maiden, Rage Against the Machine, and of course the big name who made history, Missy Elliott.
DJ, please.
First female rapper to be nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So that's big. Think about all those other all those who came before her. There's a lot
MC
of snubs,
Light, Queen
a lot of
Latifah,
snubs in there. You think about it. Kim
Lil
ain't been
Kim.
nominated yet. It's a lot of snubs in there.
Yeah.
A lot of snubs. But yeah, congrats,
Missy, let's
Missy.
give Missy Elliott her flowers because Missy, think about the talent of Missy. Like she's a producer, a singer, a rapper, a writer. Like she does it all.
Even though she's a singer, you're just gonna just be using her to sing in hooks, man. You think she is
I
Patti
like Patty
LaBelle or
LaBelle,
somebody?
somebody.
Oh, what a night. She'd be
Look
like,
at the song Missy wrote. She wrote So Gone. She wrote Free Yourself. Like the hits that she's written.
a lot of Leah stuff she
A
wrote.
lot of Leah's things.
702 was like Stilo.
CeeLo, yeah, she wrote CeeLo.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Missy, unbelievable talent. Tweet. That Southern Hummingbird album, that album was hot.
All me
Southern
and all of
Hummingbird
that
was
shit
hot.
she wrote. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all of that shit she wrote. Yeah.
Yeah, Missy was she's not what Missy is a force. So like when the young kids were talking when she was on the Super Bowl with Katy Perry years ago, the young kids, this Missy Elliott person is good. She should have an album. I was like, wait, what? Like, wait, what? You just said she's good. She's really good. She should really.
Missy was kind of out of the spotlight around that time. Remember?
She's good. She should what?
She did
Like,
lose
what?
control, and then she just like dropped out of sight for a while. Like,
She
remember,
did,
she
yeah.
was gone for like a minute after that. Yeah. But she's back now. I
Yeah, but give Missy her flowers. Like, just like, I mean, you know, I love some Missy Elliott. BM super fly, super duper fly.
really want Missy and Tribe. I really want to get in. Some of the
And her
other
videos, like she had the best videos too. Her videos are just so creative. Like I loved her.
I say that she's an inspiration for like a lot of Nicki Minaj's stuff to me. Like
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj has those real creative videos too. I think she probably grew up watching Missy Elliott. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of her creativity, you can see it there.
And then Nicki does like the rap same thing too.
Raps and sings too. Like, yeah, she's like.
And then the extension of that is like a Doja Cat, because Doja Cat was influenced by Nicki. So it trickles back to Missy. Trickles back to Missy. Missy did it first. Missy did all that shit first. She did. So I hope that, like I said, I hope Tribe, Missy. I hope George Michael does get into because
I will be a father figure.
Wake me up before you go. That was my jam.
Way back.
That was my song. Wake me up.
The Wham era.
I love that song. Like, don't judge me. I love the song.
Oh,
what's the one? That's like the soap opera music. What's the one? The George Michael. I can't think of the name of that song.
Careless Whisper.
There you go. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Soap opera song.
That was Wham. Yeah, I like to see Cindy go into.
And Cindy, yeah, I definitely want to see Cindy. Because Cindy's been having a good time too, because she wrote Kinky Boots, that play. Okay. And that was like big, like that was a big Broadway play, the Kinky Boots. So she was doing that. So
and Cindy had Captain Lou Albano on her video too. That's why I liked it. She like
and she said, well, we are the world.
We got Cindy and Willie Nelson, who both won We Are the World. They both know. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So you have until the 28th, yeah, to get Missy in. So let's get Missy and Tribe. Yeah, don't forget about Tribe. I've seen Tribe twice, yeah. So I saw them. And I saw Q-Tip the other time, and Mel if you don't remember seeing me there. But she was lit, Liddy.
Survive that day. Boom, 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 boom. It was during that era. Doom, doom,
Yeah,
doom,
that was
doom.
at first. I saw Q-Tip. That was
Boom,
at
boom.
the lick. Was called the
The
new
lick
50 at the
slash
time.
the 50
It's called the
slash
new 50 at that time before it was the lick. Yeah.
what's it called? Club Blue or something? Deja Blue,
Oh,
whatever.
so many other things. Yeah. Also KOD. Isn't it called
And
so many?
Diamonds. Yeah, it's a lot of names.
So many.
You know the club right there on Halsted. Y'all know what we're talking about on Halsted.
47th and Halsted.
147th and
By the
Halsted. You know what we're
Walgreens.
talking
You know
about.
what we're talking about. Yeah.
We know exactly what we're talking about. You know what that is.
Shout out Kimmy Cam. Live her best life on Instagram. Thirst trapping these young boys on the ground. Kimmy Cam.
Shit, I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
Kimmy Cam. Kim
Get
and
your
Tony.
swerve on.
Damn it, let's go.
Get your swerve on. I ain't mad.
Yeah, definitely got a Kimmy Cam story. That well, Kimmy Kim thought I was double dipping with promoting. You were there that day. I won't tell that story, right?
Nah.
How you gonna talk about it? I don't want to. Yeah, shout out Kimmy Kim. Gonna shit on my party. That's hilarious. What else do you got, Kicks? I got a couple more.
Now that people have a little bit of time, we can circle back with the Netflix thing. Do you want to touch on you people real quick?
Yeah. Before we get into that, let's just another news story. For the second time again, Tom Brady has announced his retirement. Hope it's real this time, God damn it.
Well, his divorce is final, so it is real. No shade. He didn't want to be home with his wife. I mean, I'm that's just what I gathered. Like he came home and was like, "I'm gonna go back on the road," and then she's like, "Okay, I'm filing for divorce."
Yeah,
I want a divorce.
Saying that he was leaving the NFL, and this time there's no way he'd be back. And according to TMZ, he's going to be serving as a commentator for Fox Sports, so that's pretty cool.
And he's going to get paid $350 million for 10 years.
Yeah. Put him in there with Skip and Shannon. That'd be amazing.
So Tom pretty much, they said that he's going to make more in these years that he made over his whole NFL career.
Brady always took pay cuts. He never got the money because, like, that's how the Patriots stayed good all those years. Yeah. Like Brady always took less. Like, yeah, he always left money so they could find other players. Yeah. So now he's getting it all back and shit with this Fox Sports deal.
He's doing this, the Birdman hand rub now. He's doing that, getting all his money.
He played the long game. It's like, yeah. So you won a shitload of championships and still got his money and shit. He did it both. Because how you get the money or titles? Why not both?
He has a movie out 280 for Brady.
Yep.
He has a movie. So I mean, hey, Tom Brady out here living his best life.
Tiring for real this time. Till the next time he unretires.
No, you're 50. He's like 50 years old.
He should have, when they won the titles, when he should have retired. Like he should that should have been it. But cats like never leave. Like Jordan should have left after he. It's like the cats never leave when they should because you always think, oh, we can do it one more time. It's like
Or when Ali was fighting still in like the 80s.
Yeah, Ali was still having fights in the 80s. Yeah, when his condition has started kicking in.
Parkinson started. Yeah,
it's like he's still getting in the ring. The cats never leave when they're supposed to.
It's like you're the greatest. You have nothing to prove. Like you literally have nothing to prove to nobody.
When the Buccaneers won that Super Bowl, is like that should have been it. Like they said, you could have had he could have got his Peyton Manning on freeze frame. Like we did it. And Freeze hold the trophy up. Roll credits. We won a Super Bowl.
And then you play this. You play Chariots of Fire. Tom Brady went on to cure world hunger. And you know they showed the little thing. They had a little epilogue thing.
When I was cure world hunger, and Stone and Robert were killed in a gas station robbery the next day.
You know, it's always an epilogue thing. You know exactly what. Y'all know what we're talking about. If you guys are listening, you guys know exactly what we're talking about
They
with
went to
these.
Morehouse with Spellman, with Brandy across the way at Spellman. It's like that's a little epilogue.
Little epilogue.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but good luck to Tom Brady with his retirement. So go
Speaking of
on,
Super Bowl,
enjoy your retirement. You have nothing to prove to nobody. It's like you got what, 7 rings, right?
7, yeah.
Yeah, you got 7.
Motherfuckers, yeah. Mhm. 7.
You got more than Thanos, so you got more Infinity Stones than Thanos. So just
And like cats don't like when you say this, but yeah, Brady is the fucking GOAT. Football, yeah. Cats don't like it, but who is? If it's not him, then who? Tell me who, and then I'll get
which McCall is doing his show with his brother Peyton out there. They got their show. Peyton and Eli got their show. You see, they do that thing. Peyton and
podcast,
Eli.
whatever years they got their show. Yeah, the Manning brothers. Yeah.
And then which McCall even like had like some game show we were watching. We're like, wow, I'm like, why is Peyton Manning on like a game show like college kids? It was, I don't even know the name of this game show, but I saw Peyton Manning on a game show.
He does his nationwide commercial. Nationwide. So Brady can do some of that. Even though Brady is in the Subway commercials, he's already doing endorsement. He'll be doing them Subway commercials.
Maybe he could do Allstate or State Farm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of those people. One of those.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, State Farm already has Aaron Rodgers, but would they drop Aaron Rodgers and get Brady? They might do that. Just put it out there.
Aaron Rodgers is not that popular these days.
As long as you don't get rid of Mayhem. You're not getting rid of Mayhem on Allstate. You're not getting rid of Mayhem.
Or the Allstate nigga. You gotta keep bumping them. They should have lifetime contracts. Then Mayhem and are you in good hands? You know,
Mayhem is like awesome. You're not getting rid of Mayhem. You're not getting rid of him. He's awesome.
The Allstate man. He says, "I like my bullshit job. To keep your fine ass in Gucci and gold, so I'm not leaving Allstate.
You're in good hands.
Because I like my bullshit job." But I'm not that baby's father.
He was hectic.
But who you Super Bowl? Who you got? You got Eagles, Chiefs. Who you got? Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Well, they always say bet on black, and both quarterbacks are black. So,
what's Mahomes' health like? I got my pick. Yeah.
I'll go with the Eagles this time.
I'm going Eagles too.
I'll go with the Dirty Birds.
Means the Chiefs are probably gonna win because my predictions.
I usually pick right though.
Broke my streak. Right. Last time I picked the Eagles, I was right though. Remember?
Oh yeah.
When they won a couple of because I was on like a historic losing streak, and then the Eagles like helped me break that. Yeah.
I'll say the Eagles this time.
That's what broke my curse. The Oz curse was going on. It was like and it started when I didn't bet on black, and what I won that's because when San Francisco played Baltimore, and I went with Flacco over Kaepernick. That's because I was like, I don't think Cap is ready. Like, little did I know that. that was just the firestorm just starting in. Like, I know where Cap's career was going I just said because Cap was early in this. I was like, I don't think Cap is ready for the big time. I said I'm going with Flacco and company. And then like they didn't win, and then I went on historic losing streak after that into the Eagles.
I say the Eagles probably got it.
Because
after that, what was that? Did they have like a fiasco or something? Maybe not. No, that was someone else. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of another team. But I'm gonna say them. I'll say the Eagles because a lot of like stuff is like I don't know. It just feels like
balling, man. Yeah.
It just feels like it's like their time.
They've been balling.
But either way, which McCauley is going to win? The Kelsey mom because she has sons on both teams. Because the Kelsey mom, like she can root for both of her sons. Like, yay. And then when like whoever wins, she could just flip the side, say yay, to have like the winning, you just flip the side.
Like when Steph and Seth Curry played in the Western Conference.
Yeah, in the Western Conference. That was pretty cool when they played. So either way, one of her sons is going to win a Super Bowl. So another Super Bowl.
Both in the 3-point contest. And Dale was like, yeah, he wanted Seth to win. He's like, Steph got enough. Like,
Yeah, he got
I want
enough.
Steph to win this one. It's like, which is true. Like, let's Seth have this one. It's like, you got championships, MVPs. Like, let's Seth have this
But
3-point.
Steph ain't letting little brother get nothing. He not
I
letting
think
little
either
brother
of them
get
won
shit.
that year. I forgot who won, but it wasn't a Curry brother. Yeah. But yeah, they both won it that year. I think somebody else won that year.
Yeah, somebody else did. What I want to say.
Yeah, I think another player won that year. All right, you could talk about your thing. I just wanted to cover the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, it was Super Bowl for our prediction. We'll see like who's right, who has it right. Well, we bet we started for the
Both
same
on the
team.
same. We'll see like who's
If we're right.
my curse if my curse wrong affects you. We'll see.
But we can get into it now with the you people because like it did just start streaming on the 27th. I did watch it that day, but we were covering other news stories.
A lot of serious stuff. It's kind of a lot of lightweight news this week. Like
Yeah, and then I always say like a week is like, like everybody can't watch stuff the first day it starts streaming. People just don't have time sometimes.
You got lives outside of watching.
They just don't. So I always say like at least like a week, and then either you're gonna watch it then, or you're not gonna watch it ever, or you're gonna watch it 6 months from now. That's usually what it is. Like you have a week window to watch a program. If you don't watch it now, it's like you probably won't watch it ever, or you'll watch it much later. But the movie You People started streaming, starring Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Eddie Murphy, David Duchovny, Nia Long. Those are the starring cast of the movie. In the nutshell of the movie, Jonah Hill falls in love with Lauren London. He's Jewish, she's Black, obviously, and
Eddie Murphy,
their parents,
Nation of Islam.
Their parents are on opposing sides. So the father, played by Eddie Murphy, whose name is Akbar, of all days, his name is Akbar. So he's like a Muslim, like a Black Muslim.
He made some jokes that we got here.
Which I found hilarious, like when he was talking about the feds with Farrakhan, and when he started doing the Muslim prayer, I was like, I started laughing at that. Marcus was looking at me like, okay. We started praying. He was like, I was laughing. That made me laugh. That tickled me. And then when David Duchovny did Ordinary People, that was hilarious to me. Because he just think it's so unseasoned and just it was just so bad. But I felt like it was some highlights of it. I think that a lot of people, well, it was 50-50. Some people either really liked it, some people hated it, thought it was awful. Some people like, sometimes I'm like, that movie is great, it deserves a sequel. Then I saw people like, this movie sucked. I can't even get past 10 minutes of it. This sucked. It was trash. I saw both sides. I'm in the middle, honestly. Was it a great movie? No, it wasn't a great movie, but was I entertained by it? I was entertained. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't Da Vinci Code. It wasn't Inception. It's not a movie that's going to make you like, yeah, big philosophical. You're not going to feel, fulfilled, and it's not that type of movie where you're going to get smarter watching it. It's not that type of movie. It's just not. It's a Kenya Barris movie that was co-written with Jonah Hill.
Mm-hmm. The guy, the Blackish guy, for those who don't know who Kenya Barris is.
And then people have been coming on Kenya Barris because people have been feeling like he fetishizes interracial things or whatever, or biracial people. Like people were like criticizing him for that, but they're like Blackish mixed. He fetishizes biracial people or whatever. People were saying that.
When his wife mixed,
his wife is biracial, so it's like,
I think that's way
because Blackish is loosely based on his life. It's loosely based on him. So his wife was Rainbow, was Tracy Ellis.
Yeah.
So, but I think that, like I said, I think that it has some funny moments. If you're not into like swearing and stuff, like you're not gonna like it. Shout out to our mom. If you don't like cursing, you're not gonna like it. The thing that I say,
we'll show it to mom to get her in.
So mom can say that ugly guy got how did that ugly guy get that pretty
She said that was it knocked up. She said that about Seth Rogen and shit.
Seth Rogen because she's like Kathy Heigl is really pretty. How did he get her? Ugly guys knock up pretty women. It happens.
Pretty sure Jonah Hill has a good looking women in real life. So
I'm
just
sure he does. I'm sure he does. So it's not that far fetched. But my thing is,
I'll let you finish and then I'll give my opinion.
my thing is, like I said, the biggest thing about it that the biggest flaw that I would say is that Lauren had no chemistry with him at all.
But
Like it's like
they didn't have any love scenes. They
they did,
barely
like on the
kissed.
part
Yeah.
on the part where he proposed to her, he gave her the ring, like she gave him a hug, and it's like I've been proposed to. It's like I didn't just
Yeah.
go. I went in for a kiss. I'm not going in for a hug. I'm
They
going for a
didn't show any
kiss. Not
love
going for a
scenes
hug.
between the two, and they barely kissed. They kissed like twice in the whole movie, and it was like friendly kisses. It's like
It was like it
Mhm.
was very close mouth, and it was
Yeah, the two of them they didn't have. That's
like it
one.
was no love scene. Like the closest that they swear that they came to a love scene was they were under the blanket, and then they like rubbed their feet together. Like that was it.
Yeah, that's yeah. They didn't show anything though, so that don't count. Yeah,
Like it was nothing. Like it was like
I
I'm
was
not
in
saying you
I
get
was in a movie with a girlfriend and a side chick, and like I didn't have a love scene. It was implied that I smashed the chick. Yeah, it's like yeah. So what you gonna give me for hooking you up? It's like yeah. And they showed me go in for it, but like yeah, I didn't get it. King B got all the love scenes in that, but
what's his movie, so there's that.
King,
What's your movie? You can do that.
it's called King B Presents. Damn it! So there you go.
There you go.
The name of the
But
movie.
that's my biggest complaint. It's like, if you have a couple who's supposed to be so in love, so into it, like I said, you don't have to necessarily show them like getting they fuck on. That's not what I'm saying. Like, because it's more stuff, it's more intimacy than just
Sitcoms
sex.
had couples, and obviously, like yeah,
It
you're
is.
not gonna show anything on network television. Yeah,
Mhm.
the couples were believable on a lot of our sitcoms we grew up
Like
watching.
Cliff and Claire were a believable couple. They were believable.
Dwayne and Whitley on Different
Dwayne
Worlds.
and Whitley
Yeah,
were
they
believable.
didn't show any sex scenes with any of them. It's like yeah, it's
Mhm. Martin and Jada until like the last season were believable.
Tisha Campbell quit the show.
Until the last season, they were believable as a couple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like
But
our
I mean,
sitcoms we grew up watching is like they had couples. Yeah,
they just weren't believable at all because, like I said, she didn't kiss him. Like they didn't see. They seemed more like homies. They did. They seemed
Lauren's
like
defense, like is her first movie back, like after Nipsey Hussle, like so
Nipsey. Well, she was in that movie with Michael B. Jordan, but I didn't see that.
It's her first big movie back, and nobody saw that.
Remorse. That was what was I on Amazon
I don't think
Prime, I
anybody
think.
watched that. It's her first big movie back. She's
But
dipping
my
her
thing
toe
is
back.
because that was like a serious movie, so it was good to see Lauren in a comedy after losing her love.
That's
After
what I
losing her
mostly know Lauren London for is comedy. Like
yeah.
first thing I ever saw her on was on like Everybody Hates
Everybody has. Can we go to the club?
Yeah. Like she's like mostly known for kind of she was like in This Christmas is like ATL. It was kind of funny to me. I don't know if it was supposed to be a comedy, but it was. Though like,
I don't know what genre ATL was supposed to be.
It was funny to me. I'm calling it a comedy.
The line that show is, I got some cutty last night.
Yeah, see, it was comedy and shit to me.
You got some cutty with your scrawny ass. He
Yeah,
was
that shit
mad
was comedy. I'll give a fuck.
with your scrawny ass.
ATL was goddamn comedy and shit. Jason Weaver, yeah, shit was comedy, man.
He was my age.
He was about 35 in that.
He was my age. I looked it.
It's like Omar Epps in Loving Basketball. He was like 30. He shaved off his mustache. He said, "Yeah, I look like a teenager." No, you don't, nigga.
He had to rape his face.
Like Duck in the Five Heartbeats, like Robert Townsend.
Why do guys do that? Like shaving a beard is not going to make you look young.
You just look creepy. You don't look young. You just look
You look old.
That's all you doing. You just look creepy.
Very much so. But that's just my take on it. It was just like no chemistry between them.
Yeah,
but
I'll give mine. Like I said,
yeah,
that's one of the things I was gonna say. I don't think Lauren London and Jonah Hill had chemistry. It's not because Jonah Hill couldn't pull a chick that looks like Lauren London. It's just like they just didn't work as a couple to me on film. It's like, yeah, It
Which
wasn't.
McCall had more chemistry. Queen Latifah and Common and Just Right had more chemistry than that. And their chemistry was awful too. Yeah. Awful chemistry. Awful. Awful.
Another to me, like I won't say that I didn't like it. It was cool. The movie was cool, but Eddie Murphy was the best part of the movie to me.
Eddie Murphy, I like Eddie Murphy. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus
had some good lines, but Eddie was like the best part of the movie.
And Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I feel she hit the nail on the head with especially like with the Karen women. Like she hit the nail on the head with that. Like she was very Miss Morello-ish from Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, Julie had some good.
I'm not racist. See, I like black people. My daughter-in-law, my soon-to-be daughter-in-law is black. See, so I'm not racist. She was one of those people.
Eddie Murphy was the best part of the movie.
He was. They really didn't utilize Nia Long that much.
Nia Long didn't do shit.
She was just kind of there.
Yeah.
David Duchovny, Ordinary People was fucking hilarious. That was fucking hilarious when he said that.
And he kept talking about Exhibit. He had like a little bit of shit he did. It's like he didn't do it. Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy was the driving force.
Well, Eddie Murphy, the movie would have sucked to me. Eddie Murphy made it like, okay, like I could fucks with it because Eddie is like.
She should have did the Elaine dance. I was waiting for her to do the Elaine dance. I was waiting for the Elaine dance, and she just never did the Elaine dance. Man. I wanted the Elaine dance. That's what I wanted.
You should have broke it out when they put some music on at the reception. Should have dance.
She should have busted it.
Dance and then have Eddie Murphy do the Eddie Murphy laugh. And there you had her. They didn't do either of that though.
Which McCall had a nice little cameo, Mike Epps. Like it was funny seeing Mike Epps.
Was I watching that Mike Epps was just in?
I think Mike Epps is good, like with when he just dips in and he just comes in and then pulls out. Like I like Mike Epps when he goes in and out. Yeah. Like that.
I don't remember what I was watching. It was Mike Epps was in it. I don't remember shit. And it wasn't a comedy. I don't remember what the fuck that was.
What? He wasn't a comedy. What?
It wasn't a comedy. It was some other. I'm not going to remember what that was. Mike Epps was just in something I was watching the other day, and it wasn't a comedy.
But I mean, I was entertained by it. Like I said, was it a great movie? It wasn't. Like I said, it wasn't.
Yeah, like I said, I don't feel like
Oscar nominated film.
I don't feel like I don't feel like I wasted my 2 hours.
I don't feel like I wasted my 2 hours.
It's like another Eddie Murphy movie, like Coming to America. I probably never watched You People.
Yeah, I probably won't watch that again.
It's like I probably won't watch it again. But yeah, I didn't hate the movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good seeing Lauren getting back into what she does. Yeah, because she's been through a lot these last couple years. So it's cool seeing her back on screen again.
And it was good to see the Nipsey tributes like throughout the movie. Like they had the Nipsey tributes in there. So that was good to see that.
Yeah. You know, that was all Lauren London.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that was good to see that. Like to see that, you know, he's there. Like, I mean, he's always gonna be a part of her. So it was good to see that there. But I mean, you guys can check out the movie if you want.
Yeah,
I don't think it was.
Check it out.
I don't think it was a waste of time.
I didn't hate it, but I don't know if I want to watch it again. Like I said, yeah. Eddie Murphy was good. Shout out Eddie Murphy. But that's all I got.
Same with I.
Not another damn podcast, episode 297. Definitely appreciate you supporting us. You want to support us further, give us one of these likes. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talk on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. Also, you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me, y'all.
And you can check me out at MSIMA626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Mm-hmm. Also at SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.